first of all, we're going to do a super glowy foundation routine, but we're also going to do a little bit more of a 90s style kind of gray smoky eye. We're gonna try not to make it as smoky as I normally make it, okay? So first of all, I just started with the Avent Cyclefate. That is always my primer. That is always my priming moisturizer. I never do makeup without it because it's just that good. Then we started to prime the lips. This is the Laneige Lip Treatment Balm. Hi, Liz. This one has the little attachment to it, so you know which one this is. It's the best. I literally didn't even think they sold it in Australia, but they do. They sell it at Sephora. Yay! Okay, so I think my skin feels hydrated enough. I kind of wish it felt more hydrated, but you don't even need hydrated skin. This is going to be fine for dry skin as well. Okay, so first, let's just start going in with some concealer. I'm not going to do foundation today. I did do some micro needling 2 days ago now, Saturday night, and it was amazing. My skin just looked and felt so great. Super happy. Liz, I live in Australia, but I'm from Virginia. Then I'm going to take my handy dandy number 57 Pro Airbrush Concealer. And let's just stretch and blend that concealer out. So guys, if you didn't know, my name is Mallory Osses. I am a professional makeup artist, and what I mean by professional is that has been my main source of income. I heard Robert Walsh, that's how he kind of described what he meant by professional, and I was like, that makes so much sense. That is exactly what it is. That's how you earn a living. So I am a professional makeup artist, and I have been for over 10 years. And I really love to just show you kind of the easiest, most effective ways to do your makeup. I hope you can see me okay. Liz, can you see me clearly? Because I kind of feel like it's not the best picture today because the sun is shining. Sun is out today. So I want to make sure everything looks okay, that you can see everything. So I just try to do my best to make sure that I can easily explain stuff to you guys. Yay! Thank you, Liz. So I do these live videos a few times a week because I just really enjoy kind of doing everything in the moment and not having to edit and kind of not be able to show you the full process. I think the full process of makeup is kind of the whole point. I don't want to just cut and just have you not know kind of how I got to a certain point. So this way we just show everything. Okay, I don't normally put anything on my forehead. I just take kind of whatever is left on my brush, just kind of go over it, okay? That is the concealer, and that is the Clinique Even Better Clinical. Even Better All Over Concealer and Eraser. Excuse me, I wear the shade CN40 Cream Chamois. So kind of the inspiration behind this look is just an everyday sort of look. So that way you're actually able to kind of just do this if you go to work or when you're going to school, anything like that. So it doesn't have to be something that's super complicated. Okay, this is my favorite product. You might see me using it in every single one of my videos. I don't think there's been a time that I've used it, that I haven't used it in the past few months. This is a cream bronzer. You can use it as a contour if you want, but it is a bit warm. So what it's going to do is add some depth and dimension to the skin. So that means it's going to kind of make you look like you have a natural tan. And do you see how, because I'm putting it in a certain area, that's making that area look nice and tan, but it's also highlighting the areas that I'm not putting it in. So that's what we kind of mean when we say like dimension. So it's pulling some things back and it's pushing some things forward. So that's very exciting stuff. Okay, now I always put bronzer on top of my cheekbone, not underneath. So not under where my cheekbone is, but right on top. And I also go under my eye as well. Because I have extremely deep set eyes, I like to put my blush and bronzer under my eyes, because then that way I'm just kind of trying to bring that kind of sunken look up a bit. And also I like to have an all over glow, so I put it on my eyes as well. I think the picture is best when I'm super close, so you're just gonna see me very close to the camera today. I'm kind of patting this bronzer into my skin. You can also put it on top of your nose, on top of your chin. That's perfectly fine too. But I really like to let the center of my face kind of be nice and highlighted. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I wanna look extra bronzy and glowy. And this is actually so much easier than you would think. Cover your skin with whatever type of coverage you want. I did concealer. You can do foundation if you want. And then go in with your cheek products. Look at that. And it already gives you so much glow. Just beautiful, okay? Oh, if you feel like, oh my gosh, I need to carve out my cheekbones a little bit more, take your little concealer brush and just go right underneath and just kind of start to buff all of that color in. Don't worry about little blemishes if you can see through them. You're adding a lot of coverage to those areas, so you should be able to cover it pretty good. I like to make my bronzer and my blush kind of look like it just appeared, not like there's any harsh line from my cheek and my jawline into my contour or my bronzer. So love that. Okay, I am using a Clinique brush, same brush I just used, and I'm using my Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge for lips and cheeks. Thank you, Liz. Thank you so much for being here. Kind of patting that on in a little circular motion like this. Okay. I'm bringing it up towards my temple, on top of my eye, so it gives me that all over glow. Do a little bit on my forehead. Not all over my forehead, just kind of like right above. So it kind of looks like that pink flush is just kind of here. And then I'm going to try to not put my blush any farther in than 2 fingers, or you can use your eye as a vantage point. So if I'm getting closer than that, what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of concealer afterwards, and I'll just kind of brighten in that area, so that way it doesn't look like I'm like super flushed there. Because like I said, I like the center of my face to be very bright and very glowy. But putting some blush and bronzer on top of your eyelid, it's an age-old trick, but what it does is it it makes your eye very cohesive with the rest of your skin. So sometimes if you're not putting anything on your eye and you just kind of start going in with different shadows, then your skin underneath your eye shadow, your skin, your eyelid, it's just going to kind of look separate from the rest of your skin. So you want to make sure that you have the same colors on top of your eyelid that you do on the rest of your face, because it just makes it look so natural. And I'm telling you, it makes your eyeshadow look even better. Even better. It makes it look so good. Okay. Make sure that's all blended in. I'll actually check my mirror. Like I said, this light is playing tricks on me, but in the mirror I look so glowy. I don't know if you can see the glow. You must see the glow. And do you see how that also gives you that glow underneath your eyebrow as well? So you just have a natural all over glow now from using just a few products. This is not a super densely product heavy look. This is a very light, airy feeling look. So you're never gonna have to worry about it takes you like 50 minutes to do this look. It doesn't, I promise. Okay, so I feel like I'm a little bit too blushed here. So I want to take a little bit, kind of right where my nostril is. I want to brighten there. I also want to brighten kind of right there. And let's see how that goes. Yeah. And right there, that's it, I swear. Okay? Then take your beautiful concealer brush. I don't get too worried about covering blemishes because it just makes your skin look more real. So if you have a blemish and just don't be bothered by it. As long as the rest of your skin looks amazing, nobody's even going to notice. So focus on the good parts of your skin, and then the bad parts are just kind of like, oh, I didn't even notice. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to notice trivial little imperfections, you know? It's kind of how you have to act. I like to just take kind of whatever's left and just go right on top of my cheekbone. That's where my eye casts a natural shadow. Little blemish there. All right, let's look at the glow. Beautiful. And we haven't even put on any type of highlighter yet. So just remember that too. You know, you can create so much without actually using a highlighter. Okay. Now, what I want to do is kind of show you. Thank you, Liz. Thank you guys for the like. I appreciate it. If you're on this live, please go ahead and like it for me. That would be great. That helps me. And thank you so much for just watching. Okay, so now we're going to go in with our highlighter. And this is the Illuminate shade from the Shade and Illuminate. So we use this for our bronzer and we use this for our highlight. You definitely don't have to use a highlight with this look because we've already made it look just so glowy and so beautiful. But we're gonna just add that little bit extra. I mean, look at that. And you can just press it onto the skin. You can press it anywhere onto the skin because it's clear. So when it goes onto the skin, you don't have to worry about it having like a gold undertone or a pinky undertone, nothing like that. You just want it to look as natural. I mean, you could look like this. People probably think you're a bit sweaty. But truly, like, this is just a glow from your skin. There we go. So that is just how glowy you can go. Perfection. Let's just throw on some brows quickly. My favorite brow pencil has run out, so I definitely have to get a new one. It is the Jane Iredale Precise Brow Pencil. It's the best, and it's such a great color. I use the color Ash Blonde, but now I have to use the S-Pour. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that brand. It's a South Korean brand. Fancy, very fancy. Okay, I just want it to look, whoa, look at that glow. Woo! I just want my brows to look nice and natural, so I like to start from the top. Because I have, like, my brows are kind of low, if that makes sense, like my brows aren't high, like I haven't had a brow lift, so I want to create the illusion that my brows are higher, so I don't necessarily like to fill in as much here on the bottom. I like to keep it all here at the top. Kind of like that. Nice and easy. Just comb it through. You can use a brow gel, brow pencil, brow powder, anything for this part. They don't have to be perfect, but just giving you some sort of definition. My screen kind of went dark, so I can't really see very well. It kind of looks like there's a shadow on my screen. So I hope that what you're seeing is good enough. But this look can be for anyone. So just letting you know, I have oily skin. I would say I have oily to normal skin, so a bit of combination. But it's only more normal now because I take a lot of steps to make my skin better than it was. So before, when it was just super oily and I looked crazy, like a mess all the time, I just wasn't taking care of myself and I wasn't taking care of my skin as well as I could. So anybody can do this look, whether you have oily skin, normal skin, dry, combo. But just know too that if you have oily skin, you might be desperately dehydrated. And that was for sure for me as well. I was literally so dehydrated. My skin was just begging for help. So, you know, do what you can. Take care of your skin when and where you can. Going with a little clean spoolie. Just kind of comb them up. Sweet. Keep them like that, that's fine. Let's add a little bit of a lip while we're here. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear lip liner in the shade Rose. I have very small lips, but you can see just that one line. It actually gave me a lip line. I really don't have a lip line. It just goes from lip to kind of my flesh. So Going from the bottom, starting from the outer corner. Makes it so much easier. Gives you such a better kind of lip line. But it doesn't make my lips look too big for my face, which is great because I would look very clowny. Then on the bottom, I don't line into the corner. That just gives you the illusion of having like more of a pout. It's a little bit better, a little bit easier. Okay. That's right. That's right. Now we're gonna go in with a powder bronzer. Just on a little fluffy brush. And we're just going to kind of go all over. And a bit into the temple. This is what I was talking about when I'm saying putting what you wear on your face on your eyes is really going to help bring it all together. It's going to make it very cohesive. So that way you can kind of put this powder bronzer through your eye crease and right into your temple. Just blends super easily. And then you just take a little bit on a little smudgy brush and go right underneath. One of my absolute favorite things to do. I think it looks good all the time on everybody. Go right on top of your brow if you like, by your lash line. Then a bit, like I said, into the temple. Works like a charm. Mine is so busted up, literally it's just in shattered little pieces. Love it. Okay. Then I'm going to take my little gray eyeliner. This is from Shiseido. Take any flat brush that you have and just start to blend. Take your eyeliner again. I just want to kind of darken up the crease a little bit. This eyeliner is very easy to blend, so you can just take it and use it like an eyeshadow. Right underneath, one more time. I like to keep it as close to my lash line as possible. I'm sorry guys, I wish I could see better, but my screen is like so dark. I can't see anything in there. So I'm so sorry. But I'm doing my best to kind of hopefully see what you see. Hopefully what you see is better than what I'm seeing on the screen. Okay, so just take your eyeliner again. Again, just get as close to the lash line as possible. I'll do this again. Doot, doot, doot. And that's okay if it looks messy, because we're just gonna blend it out anyways. And since we don't have any powder really on our lid, all of those great cream products act really well to just help you blend out any eyeliner. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, because you just are able to really move and manipulate that liner. Very nice. Okay, what I actually think we should do is add a little bit of kind of setting powder. And we'll take it just on this little brush here, and we'll just pat into the center. If I had a clean little powder puff, I would actually use that, because I really like the way a powder puff looks. And I'm also going to kind of put it just here too. That way, if I want to add more shadow later, I can kind of do that. So I'm not doing this to set my concealer. I still want my skin to be really glowy, but I am doing it to kind of just press down that eyeliner that I just blended, and on the bottom as well. Everything else can be nice and glowy, but I don't necessarily want my eyeshadow to be so wet looking. Having that be a little bit more matte is fine. Okay, let's see if we can kind of brush these up a little bit. Liz, if you're still there, have you started your YouTube channel yet? Because I have to know so I can subscribe. You have to let me know. Okay, guys. Taking that same brush, I'm going to go in with like a light matte gray. This eyeshadow palette is so old, but I'm going to take this color. It's literally the lightest, best gray that I have. So I want to kind of just add a little bit there. Go underneath. Add some gray under there. Okay. Cannot see a thing. But let's go in with some mascara. Like I said, I think it's better when I get closer. If you don't know this about me, I never wear eyeliner. Most of the time I just wear eyeshadow. So when I do wear liner, I kind of try to keep it like nice and close to my lash line. So that way it gives me a little bit more, I don't know, it creates a different shape to my eye. And I also don't really wear like 75 different products. I wear like very few. And I just make them do different things. But I got this comment on my TikTok, and they were referring to this gray eyeshadow that I just put on and how they can't find gray anywhere, which I totally get because I have never found something that kind of looks like this either. But this one is so old. It's from Makeup Forever. And I love it. Again, I do not know what you guys can see because my screen is like nearly completely dark. So, oh my gosh. I hope that what you see is good. I'm gonna put on a little bit. Of this gloss. This is Shiseido Shimmer Gel Gloss in 05 Peach. Yeah. I think that that's it. This is super glowy makeup. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something. Don't look at my brows. Like I said, I can't see in here, so I will fix those. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun. And it's just something that I really enjoy wearing. I love wearing super glowy makeup. I think it's definitely a staple in everyone's routine. So if you want to learn how to do it and you've just joined, you can go to my page after this is done and you can rewatch it and you can follow along. You don't need too many items, so just have fun. Have fun with it, yeah. And you end up with this gorgeous glow. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to whoever was watching. I really, really appreciate you guys. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, guys.